Thank you, everybody. Just to introduce myself, my name is Sandra Wagner. I'm Vice President Digitalization at Koenig Bauer. As we already heard, we are a manufacturing company more than 200 years old, so probably you might not consider it going through Made the Data Be With You. So first question, who's a Star Wars fan from you? Just raise your hand. We have some, great. So today is about explaining how we build it up, our infrastructure, hopefully in an entertaining way, and taking some Star Wars parts inside it, because we already said it, when we built it up together with Google, it was like building the NASA Space Center or something which comes out from another world. So we started classically, like more or less every company who was not in some kind of cloud structure, with what are the data, what is the cosmos of data we have. And classical wise, when you start with a lot of data silos, data structures, different systems, different business units, different machines, it's about, okay, where are our data points, where are our data maps, who will be the one who's making the governance of it, what do we need in terms of accelerating business out of that data, as well as how can we work together, not only with Google as a partner, but also as well in our own organization. And last but not least, how can we leverage AI technology to build something for our customers. And I think Fanu will now explain really how we did it practical-wise and not only theoretical-wise.
Thank you, Sandra. My name is Fanu. I'm Enterprise Account Executive and responsible for Koenig Bauer at Google Cloud. And it was actually very easy. You would think Koenig Bauer, traditional company, 205 years old, it will take time. Please take your time after the session and show the Koenig Bauer booth. It's less than 1 year since we started, and we are standing here with Sandra Wagner and presenting you the Koenig Bauer digitalization or data-driven manufacturer, I would say. It was all about leadership, and thank you, Sandra, for that. With your leadership and with your vision, we built up a SWAT team, I would say, and this is just a sneak preview of a few faces. As you see, we fit perfectly in a spaceship. But you don't have to be a pilot to get in there. It is very important just to know what tools you use, you can use, but it's more about the people, it's more about the growth mindset, it's more about the culture. And Koenig Bauer with Sandra's team, like I'm seeing that Marcel, for example, or Felix, Dennis, Alex as the product owner, they were open. They were so open to do or innovate new things, and to get there, it was easy for us to support you, because it was your vision, your idea, where we came in with Google Cloud Technology and Solutions, which we are of course very proud of, and make this happen with you.
Yes. And maybe that's a little bit of a difference what you normally hear. We did not only build the infrastructure for our own company in terms of be more efficient and optimize production and that kind of things. Right from the beginning, we were thinking about how can we build something where we can build products for our customers. So it's like a two-way or two-stream strategy. One thing is we are concentrating on our own business, but the other thing is as well thinking about new digital business models, new products from our customers, because if we do it for ourselves, it might be also useful for our customers to go in that direction as well. And so we thought about, okay, what will be the rocket for our customers? Let's say, what will be the Millennium Falcon to build for our customers in terms of how can we help them to make their business better? And when we thought about it, and we discussed that in length as well with the Google team, it was about what part of products or services does our customers need? So what will help them to improve their efficiency and their products? So that is mainly, like we call it, the payload of a rocket, where you have all that stuff inside. then it was about, okay, how can we accelerate their growth? So how can we support our customers to grow more, to get more out of their business? Or how can we even build better services for our customers, as well as how can we help them to go more into AI stuff and technology stuff, because printing business is classical, a more traditional business. So it was really about, okay, how can we support our customers to go in that direction? And a big part of it is the technology behind it. And Fanu will give you now an overview what part of the Google technology we are using to make that happen.
Of course, it's after the people, it's innovation, it's the technology. We listen, we understood that you need a solution for your customers to make them more successful, as you said, to make them more efficient. So we are working with our partners, we will meet here at the booth, for the Manufacturing Connect Edge. Everyone knows that all the data, we have different types of machines, we have different types of sensors, and we have different types of customers. So they're not having just one type of data in one type of stores. The first point what we did is bringing all the data, this Google Manufacturing Data Engine, in our BigQuery tool to make this data even able to analyze. Before that, we had lots of silos, as Sandra said, and you don't know how to get the value out of it. But what we did is bring in the data in BigQuery in a tool to make it even, as I said, able to analyze. And then on the other side, you have the user, your customer. It's the most important part of it to signal or to make the customer more operational efficient and not a complex tool. So we said we need a dashboard, a BI tool, where the customer is able with a few clicks just to get the data for their needs to make real-time decisions and have the most efficient part out of it. Therefore, we are using Looker, but the beauty of Looker is it's a look and feel of Koenig Bauer. So your customers are just seeing what they need to see, and they don't have to look in the technology if it's Google or not. It's all about Koenig Bauer and its customers.
Yeah. So let's say that is part of the rocket. We build it in terms of going into that new direction. And then when you did that, it's about exploring space. It's really about finding out, okay, you have now the technology, you have built it, that kind of things, we have branded it and put it in a nice environment, so it's easy to use, but now it's what's next? And we always got the question, okay, what's next, and what will we find out there in space? And what we are right now in our roadmap have is really go much deeper in everything related to AI tools, because we all know that's the future, and we all know that will help us to accelerate even more and be faster in terms of go-to-market with our digital products and our business models. We are thinking about, and it's a little bit combined in terms of using technology like augmented virtual reality, going in a direction, building up the classical manufacturing digital twin. And you need to combine that with your machine data you have, because otherwise it's just a nice view. So you need to have it in real time to find out, okay, how can we be faster in terms of R&D? How can we be faster in terms of solving maintenance issues or repair issues? And with the technology we have, it's much easier to build that on top and to accelerate that and bring that to our customers as an additional digital service. And this is more or less the space right now we are exploring, but where will that lead us? And as we call it, there's one final frontier to go even one step further, and you might have heard about it, I'm pretty sure. It's the industrial metaverse. And classical for a manufacturing company like we are, that's a very, very interesting thing to go into that direction and really think about what will happen when you know, even before your customer knows it, what they need. What will happen if you are in, let's say, a total digital environment where you can make all the great things happen. You can see it, you can measure it, you can see the data, and that is really classical on our roadmap, the final frontier we would like to take to go in a direction where we are fully integrated in that industrial metaverse, where we can explore around and give our customers even better experiences, as well as giving our own people from R&D and from other departments more support and more help in that environment. And last but not least, because everyone who knows Star Wars knows that the lightsabers are very, very powerful weapons. They're very elegant, versatile, could be deadly sometimes, so they are great tools. And for us it's like similar like the industrial metaverse. This is the tool, the basic tool you need to really fight against the competition, being better in customer experiences, doing more in terms of digital business models. And just, let's say, as a lightsaber can do a lot of things. We see it, that technology, and we just even started, can do a lot of things as well. And that's why we say to all of you, may the force or may the data be with you. Thank you.